rocking it out. Okay, so yeah, he made me free, and he makes us free when we go in the order that he has us in, and that's something that has to do with God's laws. Going into the order that he is in is what's being part of the whole word ordained. As we looked at in a previous video, and you can go back and listen to that. If you haven't, if you're sharing this with someone, that's great. I think I mentioned that before. Let them go back, tell them, there's other links. You have to send them the links in order for them to see it, because I'm not posting it public. But anyway, let me share with you the additional thing I wanted to share with you regarding God's laws. So earlier on in my walk with the Lord, I would think about it, that term, God's laws, in a way that the world has it in the order of. And there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying anything about the world the way it has it in the order of, because laws help us, right? The laws of the land. But I would see it as just that, like kind of think of an old Western, sheriff comes into town, lays out the law of the land, do what he says, you'll be fine. If you don't, you end up in jail. But later, I began to see something that was a little bit different. And that is that God's laws are actually who he is, and they've existed as long as he has, which is what? Forever, right? That's forever. So when thinking about that, I began to think about this phrase, which we all easily accept, like, yeah, it's truth, is laws of physics. And when you think about laws of physics, right, you got, Mr. Newton sitting under that apple tree, apple hits his head, and he says, hey, there's gravity. What goes up must come down, right? And we say, yep, that's truth. Well, what God is saying is, according to his order, his laws, he says, you go this way, you're going towards life. You go this way, you go the other way, you're heading towards death. And that has nothing to do with me or my order of things. So that's pretty much what God's laws are. Now, later, what happened in our existence as humans in our history is commandments came about. But commandments came about because death, which has nothing to do with God, interfered with the way of life. So I want you to think about that. Just dwell on that a little bit. Look at his word. Look at what I'm talking to you about, and search for it in his word, and you'll see. Think about Jesus and his whole ministry. And so as you think about that, I want to draw nearer to that word that was in the two references that I gave you, which is the word holy. We're going to talk more about that next week. But till then, God bless.